Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ollie here from CryptoVest.com. Today is the 17th of September and we're going to be looking at Litecoin trading against the US dollar over 2-hour candles. And for those of you who have been following Litecoin in the last month will know that the bulls have finally started to return to the asset. We've had a really rough sort of whole year really. In fact, if we go back to the one-day chart, we can look at it over a year. You can see that it was following a descending triangle pattern, which most cryptocurrencies in the top 10 and some below were actually following, where they had a huge spike in January and then just a slow decline all the way through the rest of the year. For Litecoin, it found its base support at $108, and you can see it tested this base support 3 times. We almost had this bullish triple bottom, where it was looking like it could potentially break through and push on into a new bullish phase, but unfortunately the money just wasn't there in the market at the time. And so from here it just decided to turn and continue bearish. We broke through $100 and found support at 92 below. And as you can see, there was a little bit of oscillation here. You can see that there was a few attempts to break back over $100, but this just wasn't successful. And then from here, bears just continued to push the price down. So we found our next support at around $72. There was some pushback, and you can see actually broke through resistance and almost tried to retest the $92 mark, but it just was again unsuccessful. There wasn't enough momentum to break this bearish sort of force, and it just continued down almost vertical from there as sentiment just departed. And it's been a while since then that we've actually seen bulls for Litecoin. But as you can see, so if we look at the bottom for here, it kind of stopped at around August 14th. And from here we had a really nice run up actually as sentiment picked up around 42% in 21 days. So we had this really nice climb. It was looking like it was almost going to cup and handle at the $75 mark, so we were almost expecting it to come all the way around up to the $95 mark, maybe pip down at the 66 for the handle and then push on again. But as we approached this sort of $70 mark, bears just had another idea and we just had this huge crash in price. So it took 40% in 21 days, but then it dropped 22% in a day, just over a day. So, you know, it's true what they say, the bulls climb up the stairs and bears jump out the window, and you can really see that here. You know, it took a long time, you know, almost a month to climb up to 40%, and then we lost half of that in a day. Bit disheartening, but that's just the nature of the game. So from here it found support at the $53 mark, and then as we were approaching the Litecoin Summit that just happened this weekend, you can see how there's a big effort to drive the price down, and this to me seemed like it was purposeful. I don't think there was any reason for the price to be dropping. If anything, it should be picking up, and I can only attribute that personally to manipulation. I hate to use the word, it's thrown around a lot at the moment, but basically people shorting Litecoin or forcing the price down, or just basically trying to get Litecoin down as cheaply as possible, because the Litecoin Summit was a real turnaround point for the asset, and a lot of people were expecting big things to come from Litecoin, and it now is starting to push on. So you can understand why it'd be in the interest of a lot of bullish traders to try and force the price down as cheaply as possible. So it did, and we found the sort of $47 mark was the bottom, and then from there we've got this. We had a nice pushback, so we made 25% gains in 3 days. So it started to really bite back. From the Litecoin Summit, a few really good points that have come out of that. Lite.im, which is the feature that will allow people to send and receive Litecoin through SMS messaging, is rumored to have gone live now. That was something that was spoken about in August and early August and late July, and now that seems somebody's leaked a photo of the presentation they were talking about at the time in the summit, and that now seems to be live. So that's a huge feature for Litecoin. And the Winklevoss twins have come out and said that they're going to be supporting Litecoin on their platform on October 13th, I think they said. So a few features, a few announcements that are really going to help drive bullish sentiment for Litecoin again. You can see now we're actually in a really nice bullish pennant now, and these are characterized. These are typically bullish continuation patterns characterized by when an asset enters in from the bottom, it usually continues up. So you can see it's been tracking really nicely with decreasing highs and increasing lows. So it's sort of pinching inside this triangle. And from here we'd like to see it hit this support. Maybe it might drop to about $55, so we've got a little bit of wiggle room if the bears continue their current assault. And then from here launching up, maybe test it on this occasion or maybe on the next bounce, but from here we just expected to find the next resistance above, which in this case is around the $60–61 mark. So this is what we're kind of hoping for in the interim. But as you can see, so we've got a few Fibonacci levels that are acting as a key support. So the 0.5 there's been a key area of support right now. So you can see actually we did a 50% retracement in the last 3 days. We're slightly underneath that, so we're using the 0.382 as a moment as a support to push on again. And then our 0.618 actually sits perfectly on the $60 mark, our next resistance. So that's what we're looking for in the short term. And if we actually look at the indicators below over 2-hour candles, you can see a few positive signs actually. So although momentum appears to be decreasing on the RSI, that's just tracking basically that we've had a few bearish candles. So buying momentum is obviously dropping, but overall in terms of strength of trend, you can see on the Chaikin money flow indicator that we've passed through the zero line and are actually still climbing up. And this is a really good early indicator of an uptrend or reversal. As you can see in the past, so if we just take a look at here, so if we see from here where the Chaikin money flow indicator has actually been picking up, you can see that if we start where the arrow was, the asset was actually downtrending, but the Chaikin money flow indicator was showing an increase in strength of trend, so an increase in buying pressure, sorry, I should say. So as the bears are actually continuing down, you can see the Chaikin money flow indicator is increasing, and then when we hit this bottom, we had this huge pump. You know, we had this 20% gains, I say. Yeah, 23% gain, and right now, so then it's come back down again, and now it's starting to push through again. So even though we've got this decline, it's looking like, you know, we can just move this across now, and that's something we're now looking for. So it's looking likely. I mean, obviously anything can happen, and if bullish traders want to continue crashing the price to then capitalize on it later, then I'm sure they will. But for now, it's looking quite promising that we should get a breakout from this bullish pennant. But for full TA, guys, and the price targets, head over to cryptoinvest.com. The link will be in the description. And yeah, please like and subscribe. And if you have any assets that you'd like me to have a look at, please just drop it in the comment section below. Cheers, guys.